Hello everyone. It is one of the first sunny days in LA in over a week. So I'm sitting outside and I'm eating my lunch in the sun to get some vitamin D. Today I'm going to be making some fermented food because I think at a time like this it's really important to be eating fermented foods because of the gut health link. Fermented foods are really good for your immune system, but they're also really good for your mental health. And I'm sure everyone is trying to keep their sanity while they're cooped up inside today. This month. I certainly am. I had a weird day yesterday. I had an anxious day, and I just decided to take a day and feel what I needed to feel. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this way, but I have not had an appetite since 5 days ago. And I'm honestly having to make a point to eat. So I just wanted to say to anyone else who's feeling that way, maybe ask a friend to check in with you every day about if you're eating. Just because I'm always there's always something else to do that I'd rather be doing, glued to my phone, which is probably not something I should be doing as much. But yeah, I know it can be a really hard time for everybody food-wise, not because there's a shortage, but just because it's an anxious time. And, I want, even if you're not eating healthy, even if all you can do is eat cookies and chips, I think that's better than not eating at all. Because at least you have something in your stomach. All right, I'm going to eat this breakfast and then we'll get cooking. Okay, so here's what you need to make spicy fermented carrots. You need a jar that will fit all the carrots. Jalapeno, I didn't have fresh, so I'm using a jar. Salt, some onions, some garlic, and then of course the carrots themselves, a knife, and a peeler. So I've cut the tops off, and I'm going to be saving this in my stock bag for when I make my own vegetable broth because these are really good. I'm also going to save the peels when I peel these. I did a really bad job of storing these carrot sticks. I didn't do them the way I told you to do them. I forgot about them. And so as a result, they're kind of bendy. They're not crisp. But that doesn't matter because you can use soft, bendy carrots in this recipe because the water will soak up into these and they'll become crispy again. So I'm going to peel these. They are peeled, and I'm putting these in my broth bag, which I'll put in the freezer. And now I'm going to cut these into carrot sticks. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm going to cut the onion into slices and the garlic into slices. Look up, there's a lot of cool garlic tricks on how to easily peel garlic, so recommend looking at those first. Okay, so I cut these up into big chunks. They don't really need to be that tiny. You just want to release kind of the inside of the garlic. And don't forget, you can also put onion in your broth bag. So I'm going to put all of these ingredients into this jar. I'm going to put probably 2 slices of jalapeno in here, 2 tablespoons of salt, and then I'm going to cover the water so that it covers the carrots. Here's a little trick to open jars. Put a rubber band around the lid and it'll come right off. Chook. Then you're going to close the lid tightly and shake it so that the salt and the water mix into a brine. You definitely want to make sure the water is covering the carrots. If they float, you might need to put a weight on top of it. A weight might be something small like this or a tiny jar. The only other thing I found was this, but it was a little bit too wide. So yeah, any kind of small jar. That's why you really want to keep your jars. So it would go in like that. And then you would put the lid on and the jar would just kind of stay inside and the carrots would stay down below the water. So then you keep the jar not in the fridge for the first 3 days. So for 3 days, you're going to keep it in a cool, dark place like a kitchen cupboard, like that. And then once it's done, it'll be crisp and fermented, and you can store it in the fridge for up to a month. Thank you for taking this fermenting journey with me. Next episode is going to be, I don't know. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me what you want to learn. I have the skills. I have the tips. Oh, and speaking of tips, my friend just said, you should ask for tips for tips. So, I have tips. Give me tips. Here's my Venmo. Goodbye.